A cunning woman smashed the class monitor's luxury car beyond repair, then she arrogantly pulled out a bank card worth $300,000 as compensation. The class monitor directly threw the card on the ground, reminding her to check the car's price before compensating. $300,000 could barely cover the rearview mirror. The cunning woman didn't take it seriously, saying a broken Volkswagen could never be that expensive. At that moment, the security guard reminded her of the car's value. When the cunning woman heard $1 million, she suddenly panicked. Unbeknownst to her, she was driving the class monitor's Porsche. The class monitor was actually the daughter of a billionaire and also the female president of a five-star hotel in the area. She had married a man who lived off his wife and every day asked her for living expenses, then used the money to date other girlfriends. This time she had set her eyes on the new Porsche the class monitor had just bought, so he lied about taking it for maintenance. The class monitor didn't suspect anything at first and even praised him for being considerate. The next day she drove a modest Volkswagen to a class reunion, but halfway there she received a $3 million consumption record. Her friend criticized her for ever dating such a sponger. The class monitor's friend insisted the man was kind and considerate. Unbeknownst to them, the kind-hearted man had given the cunning woman a $3 million necklace and even gave away the class monitor's Porsche to her to regain his self-esteem in front of the cunning woman. He claimed the hotel was his own. The series of show-offs left the cunning woman dazed, but she didn't know she was an old classmate of the class monitor. The class reunion was held at the class monitor's hotel, and the security guard immediately recognized the man as the president. As soon as the class monitor entered the garage, the cunning woman arrived in his Porsche. However, the security guard told her there were no more parking spaces, but the cunning woman didn't care and kept honking and flashing her lights to make the class monitor move out. The class monitor parked her car smoothly, and when the cunning woman got out, she saw it was an old classmate. She had always disliked the class monitor for driving a luxury car. At that moment, other classmates arrived, and upon learning the cunning woman's boyfriend was the hotel president, they started fawning over her. The class monitor was shocked and couldn't believe her kind husband would betray her. The cunning woman showed off the $3 million necklace again. Even though the class monitor had received a text message about the purchase that morning, she still thought it was a coincidence. Then the class monitor asked the cunning woman to call her husband until she heard his familiar voice. She finally believed her husband had another woman. The husband tried to support the cunning woman by calling a group of security guards to beat up the class monitor. The cunning woman ordered the security guards to throw the class monitor out, but the security guard immediately recognized the president. The class monitor hadn't decided to reveal her true identity yet and signaled the security guards to act as if they didn't know. Then the security guards said according to the hotel's policy, the cunning woman should move her car. However, the cunning woman threatened the security guard, saying she could have him fired with one phone call. After making the call, the husband immediately warned the security guards. At that moment, the security guard received a call saying there was space in another area and asked the cunning woman to move her car. However, the cunning woman was unaware of her danger and insisted on parking there. Seeing the class monitor wouldn't leave, the cunning woman grabbed a baseball bat and smashed the luxury car. Then she encouraged her friends to join in. After smashing the car, they realized it was worth $10 million and quickly distanced themselves from the cunning woman. Desperate, she called the husband, but after hanging up, the husband immediately called the class monitor claiming he needed $20 million for a project. The class monitor was speechless, pretending the call was bad, and hung up. The husband was confused why there would be no signal at a class reunion. At that moment, the husband slowly arrived at the underground garage. He told the cunning woman and her friends to go to the hotel party while he dealt with the rest. The class monitor wouldn't let the cunning woman walk away so easily and ordered the security